Well, hello and welcome to this channel, however you found here, probably because you're here for doll customization. Yeah, this video should have actually been up in like January or something, so like 2 months ago. Yeah, time management isn't my strong suit. Is that how you say it? I'm sorry, I'm not a native speaker. So yeah, my only excuse is that it's still technically winter, so I can still upload a video about a winter doll, right? Right? So yeah, this doll, boy, there's actually a reason why it took longer than expected. And that's because so much went wrong in between, and at some point I was just so unmotivated to work on the doll that I just stopped filming and did everything off camera. Maximum took some photos of in-between progress. But we'll come to that later and I'll talk about the specific problems once they occur. I don't want to make this intro too long. Seeing that's already a minute long, why don't we just go ahead and start with the video already. So the doll I'll be using for this is this Abby doll, which I just have laying around, and I think it fits because it's blue. So yeah, first thing off, cutting off the hair, even though I kind of like it. I don't know what it is, but I like the blue and the yellow together. It just looks nice. Something else that looks nice with this one is the head sculpt. I absolutely love the head sculpt. I hear a lot of artists don't really like it because it's so unique, but I personally love it. That's also a reason I chose this one. And so yeah, next off was removing the hair inside the head. The hair plugs, that's what it's called. For that you have to remove the head. And this always scares me because I'm like, what if something breaks? Guess what happened? Something broke. So the neck pack is fixed in the neck with a little piece of plastic, and that thing broke. I was seriously scared of it before, and this didn't make it better. I'm terrified of removing doll heads now. I was just sitting there like, what have I done? Why is the head? Why? What? Why is there a neck pack still inside the head? Also, removing hair is never fun. I complained about it when I removed June's hair, but this also, when I removed Vera's hair, it was so easy. So why is it with everyone else that something goes wrong? Why? I mean, why? They're the same dolls. Why does something have to go wrong? Also, how long did I make this clip? Why did I make this clip of hair removing so long? Why did I film this so long? Oh, that is the end of the clip. So, yeah. I really don't know what to say about this. Also, I have a script for once, but I probably should have made it more detailed. Also, something I used for the first time is nail polish remover with acetone. I have this for a while now, but I couldn't use it on June because her face was a different kind of plastic, meaning that plastic would have gotten damaged if I used something with acetone, meaning I had to use regular nail polish remover, meaning it was harder to remove the face. But then again, use something with acetone, it's so much easier. Also, it looks extremely funny just watching this now because I did not properly remove that. What is that? The eyes are just black. I mean, I got rid of everything, so don't worry, it won't look like that. Also, I just neglected the lips at this point. Also something, why was my camera so far behind? Like, later on I had to move it forward twice. But the last video I recorded also was a doll makeover, so why was it so far back? Why was my camera stand so far back when the last thing I recorded also was a doll makeover? Also, here's the clean head. Looks way better than it just did a second ago. Next up, blushing. And something I also discovered is that if you use smaller brushes, stuff gets easier. Like, for example, putting blush on lips or making eyeshadows. Don't ask me why I never thought of this before. I literally saw so many artists use smaller brushes for different areas of the face, but I was like, one brush, that's it. This was so easier once you use more brushes. And it also, the lips, I love the lips on this one. Sadly, I later on ruined them because while I was glossing them, I wanted to also use a different brush. But that brush had some paint in it, meaning that paint ended up on the lips, so I got rid of the gloss part. Sadly, the paint under the gloss part also just was gone. It's not that noticeable on video and photos, but in real life, if you look closely, you can definitely see that something happened with the lips at that part. Also, I think I used it before, but I also have one of those eraser things now. Those neat erasers that just you can form to get in smaller spaces better. I actually got one because I saw people also using that and they seem pretty practical. And they are practical. Yet I somehow still messed up the face blushing part because on both cheeks there are little brownish spots and I don't know where they came from. They're just there. And every time I walk past the doll, I'm like, where did you come from? Why are you there? How did I not notice? I mean, I noticed after I sealed the layer, but I didn't notice while making the layer. What kind of logic is that? Like, was it because it happened during trying of the MSC, or did I just not notice? Was it too late or something? I don't even know at what time I made these layers. I honestly don't know. But what? How is it that they just, every time I go past, I see them and I'm like, why did I not notice? Why did I not clean that up? It just, I don't like it. It's one of those things that just catches your eye, really. That really catches your eye and you can't unsee it once you saw it. And I don't like it. Also, flipping the hat upside down helps a lot with symmetry. How do you pronounce those words? Also, I did the sketch of eyes off camera because it was really much more easy to do that off camera than on camera because less of a stress, I guess. I mean, it's all just a hobby, but it was less stressing that way. And I also don't know why, but at this point, especially when I added the eyebrows very light because they are white, so it took a while to build up the layer. The face just reminded me of that one Daytech player from Haikyuu, that one that doesn't have eyebrows. Every time I watch this clip, I'm like, why does it look so much like that one eyebrowless guy from Haikyuu? Things I can't unsee with the stole. Seriously, why? Why did I do these choices that I did? That's not English. Do you have anything else in my script? Like, I'm not used to using script. Is that English? I don't know. But, oh yeah, did I? No, I didn't add yes, I did add color to the eyes. It's so hard to see from here. Because June has blue eyes, I decided to give this one yellow eyes because they're supposed to be twins. And also later, I left the eyeliner in this reddish brown color because I liked it. Originally I was gonna go ahead and give her black eyeliner, but it was like, no. You know what? I'll just leave it at this, it looks good. And another factor of that was that I also sketched it in a lighter color. Like, not sketch, but the drawing sketch. The idea sketch, I don't know how to describe it. But for that, it was just, I was too lazy to line it, so it was like, okay, I'll just leave it at the sketch part and I sketch in lighter colors. And so it just stayed brown. That's really all I have to say about it. So do I have anything else? I wrote so much down, so why did I already talk about all these points when there's so much more written down here? how does that make sense? I'm really just right now rereading this. Is there anything I missed? Oh yeah, the name. How came the name Saskia to be? So basically, I'm really bad with naming characters, so I asked your friend, hey, do you have any name suggestions? First thing she wrote was Elsie. Obviously, I didn't go with Elsie. So I asked her if she had any other name suggestions, and she was like, Saskia. I just really liked it and was like, okay, I might go with that. What did she send me? A picture of a ball named Saskia. And I was just like, oh, so that's why it's familiar. But it's stuck. It's her name now. Won't be changed. It's her name now. She's named the same, like a bottle of water brand. English is not working with me. So I just gonna wait till I have the next talking point for now. So yeah, here's the finished face. Looking back at it, I should have probably added more claws, but I was just too scared to add more because something went wrong before and I destroyed part of the face up. So I guess it's understandable why I didn't want to add more. And we're onto the body blushing now. I really like body blushing. It's kind of more relaxing than doing the face up. However, this one was kind of unnecessary because she would have been fully clothed anyway. But then something even worse happened, which was that I ran out of MSC before I could seal this. Meaning all of the work you're seeing right now is completely gone now. It's non-existent anymore. It just is gone. And I really liked what I did with this one because, in my opinion, this is the best body blushing I've done so far. And it's just gone. Completely. It's fucking sad. Excuse my friend at that part, but yeah. RIP body blushing. So yeah, the arms, they should have also had a more heavy blushing to them, which I couldn't do, since, like I said, my MSC ran out. So I just ended up painting the nails like I planned to. However, they ended up pretty unevenly, because on the one hand they're a little darker, on the other they're lighter. I don't know why, because I painted them the exact same way on both, but they just ended up differently. And also just the last bit I filmed. The rest is just photos and me having to explain everything. Why didn't I film anymore? Seriously. I'm not good at explaining, especially when it comes to videos and sewing and stuff. Why did I do this to myself? Yeah, so the next part will just be a lot of me talking and explaining to a couple of pictures. Fun. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the outfit since I kept it pretty simple. For the trousers, or pants, I literally just took the simplest kind you can make. And for the boots, I originally was planning to make new ones, however I have no idea how to do that, so instead I decided to take her original ones and just paint over them with some very light blues and white to make it look like ice, I guess. Then for her coat, I just also a really simple coat design. Just the only thing I wanted to do was add another layer of fabric to make it more poofy. That went a little bit wrong because I first off underestimated how big the sleeves would have to be, meaning I had to completely scrap the sleeve and just go with one layer of fabric there. And on top of that, when I first sewed on the sleeves, I had to sew on one side 3 times because I haven't made a jacket or coat in like over 2 years, so I didn't really know how to sew on the sleeves anymore, meaning, yeah, I sewed it on 2 times wrong. That was not English. Yeah, that was fun, and before I noticed that the sleeves would be too big, I also closed up the side completely, of one side at least, meaning I had to open up that side again, get rid of the second sleeve, and then close it up again. I then took a week off because I just was so frustrated with this thing. And although really everything that just needed to be done was add the fur, I guess you can say, and the buttons. For the buttons, I just sewed on 3 on the outside that really just are for decoration. And then there's classic, I don't know what they're called in English. Anyways, there's classic buttons. You can see that on the pictures I have. And that's about it for the outfit. For the wig, it's just really simple. I really have to get better at wig making, but basically just brushed out the hair, then yeah, just made it into waves. I really also need straightening iron, I think it's called in English, because I still don't have one, and that's why my yarn hair always looks that horrible. But that's it for a wig and outfit. So all that's left to show is really the end result pictures, so have fun with looking at those. So yeah, my hands are currently freezing off, but I'm genuinely surprised that the paint holds up this well, even though it's completely wet. Like, I didn't put any kind of protection on the color on the boots, but they're doing pretty well. This has to be one of the shortest photo shoots I ever done, because like, this took like 10 minutes that I'm going inside because my hands are literally freezing off. So this was it for this video, and I just said so again. I don't know why, but I say so often. Anyways, I'm sorry for my voice just being all over the place and me sounding nervous, because I am nervous when I have to do this. But for some reason I thought it was good to just record everything as a voiceover. I don't want to make this outro too long, and don't ask me why I chose this as the last picture. I just thought it would be cool to include June. If you want to see June's video, I'll just link it in the description. I don't know how to make iCards. Yeah, the next video should be Vedas, which will probably be up at the end of March or beginning of April, when the official, definitely after the official spring start, because it's technically winter and that's why I'm uploading this. So yeah, have a nice day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this, and perhaps see you in the next video, whenever that will be. I don't know.